Hotep. This is Shakandugu Kemet. That video is entitled Allah Not in Nubia, Nail in the Coffin. Now listen and watch carefully.
This is the original name of Allah.
Can you say the name again?
Leaf, lam, ha, sakher. Ha sakher means the ha of the pyramid. And this is the right hand. Like you're offering power, you're offering strength, you're offering, it's your right hand. See, the pyramid right there. And your shoulder, your leaf, lam, ha, sakher. So you're using your own self, see.
I have a question.
Yes.
Is there a relation between...
Now you seen it and you heard it. The same liar who claimed that the symbol means Allah not only did the arm gesture and said twice that it's the right hand, he also said you're offering power, you're offering strength. He said offering 3 times. Notice that the 3rd time he stopped suddenly. Now for the whole breakdown, see my videos. I will put the links in the description box, in the description section. If you are lazy, then you can go straight to part 2, starting at minute 3:30. That's when I show and prove straight from the translation that the symbol doesn't have anything to do with Allah. You will notice something else. Originally, he says, "This is Allah." See link in description once again. But now he says, "This is the original name of Allah." And I like the way he rubs his head like, I think they bought it so far, but then what is the next question going to be? Just go back and look again. The reason why I didn't show this part, which is taken from the same video, is because I thought that the liar would have the dignity and integrity to make a response and either 1, try to defend his lies, which would obviously be a bad move, 2, admit that he was wrong. It's been over 3 months since I proved that he was lying, and I figured, okay, it was weak anyway, so let it be. But the problem is that the original poster of the video is making claims that I don't want to let unchecked. So now, just witness the weakness of a lying groupie. This is what he wrote. We sent the video to all of the prominent so-called Afrocentric scholars and Egyptologists. No response from not one. First of all, this anonymous, unidentified individual doesn't represent anything as far as we know, no organization, no website, and he expects the prominent so-called Afrocentric, as he puts it, to get back at him. What type of whack mentality is that? Second, he knows very well about my videos. He was mad about it. He cried about it on his own video in the comments, on other people's videos comments, because other people have uploaded that crap. And eventually, in my own videos, in the second part, because that's where I put the comment, even though I went and lied and said that I disabled the comments. But I had to block him because he was getting disrespectful. So if you don't have no respect, I block you, and you might as well go and cry with your whack groupies. You understand what I'm saying? Because I don't have time for this. Now, this is the little homie there. Only 26 friends and 41 subscribers, even though his videos has 8,000 views. It doesn't surprise me because people know the deal. They know what's up, you understand? But I guess that's one of the reasons why he's mad, because he thought he would get some play, but people don't give him the time of the day. That's why he's getting comfortable and making bold claims that I will show in a minute. Now this is one of his nicknames, Muslim Truth Revealed. I came across this homie a while ago on a message board, and that's him there. March 2007, that's where he, as far as I know, initially let people know about this video. And the funny thing is that in the beginning of the message it says read the review, and the link there leads you to an article that this talks about Runoko Rashidi. You understand what I'm saying? And it's like he's trying to give himself some legitimacy by showing, look, this is Runoko Rashidi. He just explains what Rashidi went through and his work going, you know, all around the world, and showing the African presence and stuff like that. You see, even though Rashidi is not the one making those claims, you understand what I'm saying? Really, he should have put a link that says, look, this is the guy Badar Andao, that's what he does, and anything like that. No, He's putting Runoko Rashidi in the mix, you understand? A year and a half later, he uploads the video, okay? And that's the one there, if you want to see. Now he says, Islam and the Negro Race, I guess it's a book, pushed forward the idea that Islam, a major religion in sub-Saharan Africa, has much more unifying and fulfilling effect on sub-Saharan Africans, while Christianity, also a major religion in Africa, which was mostly introduced by its European colonizers, had a demoralizing effect. Now the dude, you know, basically is like co-signing some book or whatever it is. I guess it's a book that says that, you know, like Islam was more unifying than Christianity. Now first of all, to all you Arabized groupies, it wasn't all good in the hood, okay? They came in enslaved, and our ancestors didn't have the choice. It was conversion or the sword. That's the way it was. And the enslavement lasted for 1,000 years, and that was before the European transatlantic slave trade. But you need to set the record straight, you know, even as far as saying that if there wasn't no sub-Saharan slave trade, the Arab Muslim slave trade, there probably wouldn't have been no European transatlantic slave trade, okay? Now, he talks about John Henry Clark, and that's what he says. Clark obviously changed his tune about Islam after getting indoctrinated by the CIA-funded African American Institute in 1969, right? He goes on to say, Ben Jochanan was also trained by the CIA-funded African American Institute. Chancellor Williams said despicable things about Islam. You can see where it comes from. You understand what I'm saying? Despicable things about Islam. What good can we say about 1,000 years of slavery? You know what I'm saying? I don't know what good can we say. Chancellor Williams said despicable things about Islam, Arabs, and African American Muslims. The destruction book Williams wrote is fiction that somehow was sold to the uninformed African American populace as documented history. Williams has no footnotes because it's fiction. In his first edition, Williams said Arabs are white. Then he took that out in subsequent editions. Arabs are not white. Laughing out loud, right? He says, he talks about an article presenting convincing evidence that the CIA has promoted black cultural nationalism to reinforce neocolonialism in Africa. Now he goes on to say again, among others they include John Henry Clark, Joseph Ben Jochanan, and he says because they were trained to attack Islam. He says what smokes them is its pyramid text, which denotes pre-dynastic before Kemet in Egypt. And he goes on, you know, pyramid text is read vertically, dynastic period text, hieratic and demotic is horizontal. You can see the dude don't even know what the heck he's talking about, you know what I'm saying? So I'm going to move on. But the thing there, look at this. Islam is not a religion. Yeah, right. Yeah, whatever. Okay. Talking about the liar, he goes on to say, he speaks and reads the language that your European Egyptologists claim was lost. Once again, if he can't speak it, he needs to tell us what the symbol means on all these pages there, because it occurs, and obviously it doesn't mean Allah. Otherwise, please holler at us and just tell us what the sentence means. You know what I'm saying? Not just the whole symbol as you describe it to your own convenience, but the whole sentence, and we'll have fun. Next, he says, by the way, it's pyramid text, not hieroglyph. Pyramid text is close to Syriac heretic script. Now that homie is telling us that it's pyramid text, it's not hieroglyph. Now hieroglyph, as far as I'm concerned, is Meduneta. So you're just telling me it's pyramid text but not Meduneta. Once again, you don't know what the heck you're talking about. But it gets worse. Here it says, the first temple of Ptah was built in the 3rd millennium, which is 6,000, 7,000 years before anything existed in the Indus Valley. Now on Britannica it says that the Indus Valley civilization starts between 2500 to 1700 BC. Okay, and MSN and Carter gives the same date. Okay, so we just rounded up. 2000 BC. You add, I'll take the smallest date, which is 6000 BC. That's 8000 BC. Okay. Now remember that it says Ptah is pre-dynastic, built by Narmer Menes. Now Narmer lived around 3000 BC. How could he have built something that was there around 8000 BC? You see, and that's a type of little homie that the group is being impressed by. Anyway, we know historically that it was Narmer Menes who built the temples of Ptah in pre-dynastic Nubia. First of all, anybody who has done the slightest research about Narmer will know that he is known for being the unifier of Upper and Lower Egypt. He is known as the founder of the first dynasty, so it is wrong to talk about pre-dynastic period.